We are 3 workout partners, drank enthusiasts, bullshit talkers, and soul sisters.
Yes, queen. Our goal in life, world domination.
Duh.
But for now, we'll spend our time with you, laughing and encouraging. We want to lift people up and hopefully motivate you to get your ass to the gym.
We aren't PC, no holds barred. We also aren't professionals. We talk about everything, everyone, and shit, sometimes nothing at all.
This is our real life.
Can you keep up? Oh, we're already on?
We are. You're the one who said let's go.
No, I didn't. That hoe over there said that.
Okay. That was this hoe.
I wasn't ready to go.
One of you hoes said let's go.
She's not that funny.
That bill was not for goodness.
She thinks she's funny.
She's crazy.
I love
okay,
it.
I have to talk about something because you two hoes keep ignoring me.
No, we
don't.
don't.
Yes, you do. Bitch
What?
number 1 and bitch number 2.
Only because you asked about snacks?
What?
What the fuck?
We ignored the snacks
We ignored the
question.
snacks.
Yeah, you ignored that too. So now I'm extra mad. Before I was just a little bit mad.
You're always
but
a
now
little
that you brought
extra.
that up, I'm even madder.
Okay.
Because you keep ignoring me and it's pissing me off.
What shit have we ignored?
What are we doing in Nashville?
Oh, we're working on that. I'm working on that.
She needs... Wow, a lot of that
I'm
watermelon
not
just
taking
came
you
out.
if you're going to drink like that.
You aren't supposed to be working on it. Danny's supposed to be working on it, or I was going to help.
So I have one restaurant.
Okay, did you make a reservation?
I'm working on it.
For
dinner for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, what else do we need?
I mean, we just need dinner or brunch reservations, but we're going to need it, unless we're just going to eat someplace really chill, because how many of us are total now?
Don't know.
What the freak? We're 1 month away.
Let's talk about this drink. Is it too early?
Lord.
You what?
I feel a little gassy.
Speaking of gas.
Yeah.
So, last week's episode, when you two were carried away, and I brought up a very small article about farting, or I told you I read something about farting, and I said that I only smell farts. My farts smell sometimes.
With pebbles?
No, or nuggets.
My nuggets.
Oh, the nuggets.
My nuggets. Well, I was on the elevator yesterday.
That's
and
the worst place to have gas.
I was all by myself. So I'm like, yes, I have to fart. Great. And it reeked.
And then someone got in.
And not only did someone get in, my employee gets in. I'm getting off and he's getting off like, oh, hey.
You crop dusted.
And I'm the only one on. Can't blame it on anybody.
You should have been like, it smelled like that before I got on.
I
too.
almost wanted to, but I was so shocked that of all people, I would have to see somebody that he's my employee.
That's
shit.
So embarrassing.
Oh, it was so embarrassing.
And you swore up and down.
Yeah, but that was my first stinky fart for the whole week.
week?
For the whole week?
Yep.
You swore your farts never stink.
It was 85%.
Thank you. So that was part of the 15.
Yep. She made up for it.
I only one stinky fart a week.
I forgot about that part. 85%. There were so many words and numbers.
I know.
It was lots
that
of
it
numbers.
was very hard to follow.
It made sense to me when I listened back, by the way.
By the by.
The poop only smelled when it's big.
But not when it's nuggets.
Not when it's a nugget.
It has to be a legitimate turd. That I know I was drunk last time, but honestly, that was real facts. If they're not logs, my poop doesn't stink. I'm not even lying.
What's the science behind that?
I don't know. But when they're little tiny things, 95% of the time.
When you're pinching a loaf?
Talks like that.
I'm so
Anyway.
glad we can continue this.
I'm Trisha.
Oh, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Kim. You wanted to do that earlier. Sorry.
I did do it earlier.
It was too early.
We had to talk about your gas
Yeah.
again.
Well, there always has to be a prelude to the intro.
A prelude.
Can it be your
Prelude.
gas
Thank
every
you.
time?
Prelude. Or prelude. Yeah. You want it to be my ass every prelude?
Your ass?
It's the
What?
ass. Your gas.
Oh, well, that came out of my ass.
Hey, did you guys see that Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen just turned 33?
No, but
30.
So
fucking
did I.
three.
I didn't know we were
Yeah,
the same
bull
age.
fucking shit.
I wasn't.
Don't
gonna
you
call
feel
that on
old?
that.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, I do.
I don't feel that old, though.
I do.
I'm 29, they're 33. It makes sense. And you're about to be...
40.
Shit.
But, yeah, 33 does feel a little old.
We just
I
had,
think just because it's still on TV and they were still not 33.
Dude.
I
wait, what do they say?
think it's more that they look 53.
They look
Oh,
like
God.
skeletons.
And old. They look like they just smoked packs after packs
do.
of cigarettes.
I don't understand their look at all.
Grungy.
It's just abused child actor look? Is
no.
that the look?
They look worse than most child
Well,
actors.
they have their sister. What's her name?
She looks great.
She's
DJ?
beautiful.
No fool.
Stephanie?
No. The other
No.
Olsen.
The other
There's
Olsen.
another Olsen?
They have
Famous?
She's another actress.
Susan?
She's really
that
good.
was Cindy.
Susan Lucci?
No, Susan Olsen was Cindy from the Brady Bunch.
No, not her.
I never even watched that.
You never watched the Brady Bunch? You
Stop
big
it.
Fibber.
I can't be your friend anymore.
Yeah, the Olsen's daughter.
It's a story. Nothing. You really never watched the Brady Bunch?
I wasn't around for that.
It was on reruns.
Yeah, I wasn't around for it either.
Could have fooled me.
Okay.
The Olsen sisters look raggedy, and they're both like dating bajillionaire 80-year-olds.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if that's
Elizabeth Olsen.
yes, Elizabeth. If that's how I get a rich old man, I need to take up cigarette smoking.
Well, because the one is French. Wasn't he like the old ex-French president or something? I don't know.
He's French.
Oh, the brother of the president.
He's French something, yeah. Royalty of some kind, and they're old. So if these girls are 33, they're
And he's like
boyfriends
6'8", and she's like
super tall.
5 foot.
I've never heard of anything that Elizabeth Olsen is in.
But you don't recognize her face?
Oh, she's been in Avengers.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard of that. I just haven't seen it. Yeah, she looks like a healthier version of them.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful is a stretch.
You don't think she's beautiful?
She's
cute.
30. She's younger than them.
Yeah.
If you're telling me she's 30, that they're 33.
Yeah.
So she's my age. They're in the middle of us.
Drive me nuts.
But-
Crazy girl.
But they look older than both of you.
That's nice of you to say.
Yeah,
I know.
It took
I
me a
think-
minute to
I
realize
think
if that was nice
was
or not.
Right. I think that
It
was
was-
supposed to be a backhanded compliment.
No, it was
Whatever.
front-handed.
Open-handed.
Oh, she's also been on Drunk History.
Oh,
I
no.
Never heard of
You
that.
guys haven't? We watched a marathon last night. It is
What?
hilarious. So
So you watched a marathon and had no clue it was her?
well, she's not. What they do is they'll get actors to come in and do little scenes. So what it is this guy hosts the show, and he'll go to like these historians' houses, and they get rip roaring drunk, just drunk, and the historian will tell a story about history, and then they'll have a reenactment done by the actors.
Drunk?
And they're lip syncing to the
No.
actor's
What
drunken
channel is
story.
this on?
The comedy channel. I
That
think.
sounds disrespectful.
It is
the comedy channel.
whatever the channel is called. It is.
Comedy Central?
Yeah.
It sounds disrespectful
So
to the
Derek
history.
Waters, he's the one who hosts it. This guy. Oh, it's so funny. And there's a ton of famous people like Tom Hanks' son is in it. They all come in and just have these cameos, and it's hilarious. It was
I'll give it a shot.
one of them that Bryce loves. He keeps asking if we can watch the Booble episode. First of all, they swear a lot.
Bryce
So,
is watching
we shouldn't let Bryce watch it because
A little late.
there's a lot of swearing on it. But he wants to watch the Booble episode because it's how the brassiere was born.
Oh, the creation of the
creation
bra,
of the bra.
from the man,
And
the white
he
man.
understands they're drinking alcohol and getting
Oh
drunk.
yeah, rip, roaring.
This
I think
sounds
this sounds like
really
we need to watch this,
appropriate.
actually.
for her
It's totally
9-year-old.
inappropriate. It's
Too
like
late. He watched
Parents
it
of
now.
the Year. Anyway, you guys got to watch it. It's very funny.
Can we also have you two watch the David Letterman?
Yeah.
Oh,
you told
already
I
famous.
watched last season.
I
haven't
need you
watched
guys
this
to watch
season.
the Kanye West episode very specifically.
We were Phil and I were going to watch that before Drunk History, but
All right,
Bryce
we need
didn't
to
watch
we
it.
need to watch that because we need to talk about that.
Okay.
That's a good episode.
Okay.
It's very interesting. He is bipolar for shizo.
Yeah.
Does
And at
Letterman make fun of him right in front of his face?
He might make a joke here or there, but no. It's Letterman actually really likes it. It's just really interesting. I need you guys to watch it. It's really good. It's definitely worth a conversation.
Okay.
All right, anyway. Let's move on to this drink.
Tell us about it, TT, since you made it.
This drink, because some of our friends don't like tequila.
It's not that I don't like it.
Some of our friends are allergic to tequila.
Yeah.
So I made us a margarita, but with vodka. So we should have a new name for that.
Vodka-ita? Vodka-ita?
No, that's not it.
Oh.
I don't know what it is, but that's not
Martin-rita? Margarita.
Keep going.
I'm done. Anyway, I froze watermelon so that it was like watermelon ice, and I put some fresh lime in there and a little agave, and voila!
Oh, that's so bad.
Guys, that was good. That was good.
I can't wait to re-listen to that.
that was some harmony.
This
in the
is
making.
delicious.
And then what did you the thing? The
Oh
sauce that
yes,
you put
and
on
then
top?
we added some
Lime
lime spicy lime salt. I don't fucking know.
It's really good.
So good.
Life-changing.
Well, and they wonder why I eat watermelon all day long because I put the lime salt on it, and it's like la bomba.
That's exactly what's going through my head every time I take a sip.
See, you feel like you're in Mexico on a beach. La 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 bomba.
Because we ain't drinking any alcohol outside of the United States.
No, we're just not going to drink it in Dominican Republic.
Right.
What the freak, man?
There's a lot of shit going on. No, but that David Ortiz thing, that was her.
Different.
That
was different.
She's
but still.
dating a drug lord and David Ortiz. What did
But David
David Ortiz
Ortiz
think was going to happen?
Married.
Doesn't so? That's never happened?
I thought you meant his wife.
No.
And I'm like, no, wait, that's not right.
He's having an extramarital
well, that would be
relationship.
right.
With a drug lord.
With the drug lord's girlfriend.
Oh, I thought it was his wife. No, his girlfriend.
No,
I
his
think
girlfriend.
It's just a girlfriend.
But the part that gets me is these guys did it for
$8,000. But that's a lot there. But yeah, dumb.
Big Poppy's worth a lot more.
Yes, that's my...
All they should have done was said, yo, somebody's trying to kill you. If they were smart, they would have said, yo, dude, somebody's paying us to kill you, and we're gonna do it unless you give us 100 G's.
Unless you give us 10 grand. He'd be
We
like,
have to up it.
no problem.
Yeah, that was silly. So silly.
Yeah. Well, now he's
crazy.
Now he's in Boston, and
And his
lost
wife is by his side.
part of his intestines.
He ain't need that.
No, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
You got plenty of it. Well, you got like 5 miles of intestines in your body, right?
Something
Not
like
me.
that.
Not Trisha.
Oh, I don't.
What is it, longer or shorter?
Oh, I only have like 2 miles. 2 miles.
I'm gonna look that
Okay.
up right now.
That's why I don't poop that often, because I have
and when
shorter
she does poop,
shorter
it's a
intestines
nugget.
than you guys.
You would think then you poop more often because it comes out quicker.
Long
Nope, opposite. It's totally different way.
is
totally different.
your
Anyway, DR people, and we know we have tons of fans in the Dominican Republic because we speak Spanish. So, big ups to you guys. Please get a hold of your country. Something
It's
ain't
only
right.
about 5 feet long.
Or 5 miles.
Are human intestines a mile
Oh,
long?
God.
Lord.
No, the small intestine is about 6 meters
It
long.
is a
If you stretch out the
thing.
human blood vessels, it would be about 60,000 miles long.
But that's not what you were talking
I
about.
don't know.
I knew my intestines weren't no 5
but
miles.
I have heard the mile thing before, and I don't know where it came from.
How long can poop stay in your intestines?
Forever and ever?
That's
Can
why
you
I was-
feel poop in your intestines?
I feel mine.
Hells yeah.
I feel mine moving.
Can you poop out of your intestines? What's wrong with you, Google?
What's wrong with you?
What foods will make you poop right away? Prunes. Top of the list.
Yes.
Anywho. 5 feet. Not 5 miles. Sorry.
It's okay. It was a good thought.
So, good drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Poppy.
Big Poppy.
Big Poppy.
Poppy Chulo.
Big Poppy.
Wad. Wad time.
What up?
Kim, you want to sing it this week? Since you since you...
I didn't do the whole... I just did the wowie part last week.
Are those boobs? What the fuck is that?
Yes.
Don't allow. You can make it bigger?
She wants to send us a message. I want to see the message.
No, she's gonna put a virus on my phone.
Those are big ass
Let me see.
boobies.
Let me see.
She has no followers and no posts.
Then don't.
Hello.
What? And they're naked.
Of course they're naked.
Do not accept that.
But how did you even find me, the hussy?
Well, you look like someone who wants to see boobies like that.
Well, if
they
you
look-
weren't doing it on the podcast all the
They
time.
look like squash. It's just oh shit! I hit allow instead of fuck. Cause I was. How do you block?
You can't. Now every big
Block,
boob
block.
hoe is going
Ah! You should see her
want to
face.
be your
How do you
friend.
get out? Block.
How do you cock block?
Booby block.
All right. Anyway, I need you guys to focus.
All right, so our wad of the week, our mama.
I'm retired.
See, she didn't do it last
I
week.
did do it
I
last week.
swore it was Trisha.
I did too. I
Yeah,
don't
where
know.
Trisha refused to do it.
I always
You
refuse.
started it, and then it was like silence.
Okay.
So I finished it.
Mama.
I refuse.
Wowie.
Okay, it was her. We did a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tire flips, push-ups, ab mat sit-ups. And we
Killa.
started thinking we were going to do 10 tire flips each, and quickly we were like, no. 10 total.
You would.
9 total. 8 total.
Well, it was also that
7.
it was kind of crowded in that area too, and so we're
It's a
trying.
busy day.
Yeah, for whatever reason, everyone was farmer carrying something that day.
Yeah.
It was Farmer Carry Bill Day. Farmer Carry Bill.
What?
He was this farmer guy that passed. And so he has a day, and it's called Farmer Carry Bill.
Yeah. I
And
can't,
so you carry,
you know what I want to say right now, don't you?
carry stuff across
You
the
full
gym.
of such bullshit. Farmer carried Bill Day.
Anyway,
It
great
was
wad.
tough. It was tough, but we persisted,
Prevailed.
perspired.
In our
Did you
coach.
just fart?
No, I'm just
This bitch is in here farting.
No,
farting.
you should not be
It's
talking about
my
farting.
pop
Farting.
socket.
Sure, now you gotta use the pop socket, but before it was your butt rocket.
But
Rocket.
if you follow us on Instagram, you have to check out the video of us
Oh,
doing
that
this.
guy.
And the guy behind us, who's one of the coaches at our gym, was doing
He was jumping on two
boxes on top of each
on
other.
top of each other.
box
and
jumping on two
he-
boxes.
What'd you call it, dude?
No, yeah, but I think it was a story. I think it's probably gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
The white guy.
Which white guy?
The one that's always
who was
upstairs.
like one of our early on friends.
The little guy with the blonde hair?
Yeah.
Mm.
Two boxes on top of each other.
And
Jumped.
and,
One-footed?
What?
Yes.
Was it? No, it was
No,
2
I think it was
feet.
2 foot. But he landed like a cat. every
Yeah.
single
Was he
time.
training
And
somebody
he
that
was-
day?
No.
He was training himself.
And he was wearing socks. He didn't even have.
He's gonna pay
shoes
for
on.
that in a couple of years. He's like 24, my age. He's gonna pay for that one day. You don't be
She's
jumping
been,
around.
She's been about 10 different ages today.
Don't be jumping around in no boxes with no shoes on for some support.
And you know what?
What if
was
he
really...
slipped right off the
Okay,
bat?
so that's what I was thinking. It was up against that half wall.
Yeah.
And if he went forward or over, he would have been through the glass or on the hardwood.
It would have been great for video.
That's why we
Well,
set up the way we set up. Because
so you
we
could
were
get it.
like, let's get him in the background.
Mama Wowie.
Oh,
All right.
Hey.
Hi.
She back.
No, she ain't. She gone.
She gone.
She gone. All
KK.
right. What you got?
So we haven't done a favorite thing in a while, have we?
Negative ghostwriter.
Negativity. So I am a sucker for
Lots of things.
Lots of things. I am a marketer's dream because all the things that pop up in your Instagram or Facebook feeds, of course, I always open them. I found this thing. Where'd it go? Just Nutritive, and it's
I'm scared.
no, it's
It sounds like a multi-level marketing.
It sounds like a granola bar.
no, it's like
Multi-level
body.
marketing granola bar.
It's cruelty-free vegan,
Oh,
like
God.
oils and
We
stuff
just
for your
rolled
body.
our eyes so hard over here.
So what did you
No,
purchase?
It is, they have a whole line, but I got the anti-aging body treatment.
And does your body
Which is-
feel less old?
This is, well, it doesn't, it feels really good on my, so I take a shower,
Mm-hmm.
then before I dry off, I spray it on. It's just like putting oil on after you get out of the shower.
Okay.
Kind of rub it in.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if it's anti-aging or whatever, but
Does your body look any younger? Is it less wrinkled under that t-shirt?
I don't think it has anything to do with age. I just like the oil. It kind of gives you
Nice little
suppleness.
moistureness.
Suppleness. So I don't know about the anti-aging stuff, but it's kind of a nice little thing to put on after your shower, and I kind of enjoy it.
And it's vegan.
And it is vegan. That's what it
So
says.
they say.
Cruelty-free.
I mean, but who could they
Those are
hurt
my
with vegetable oil?
legs.
Are you rubbing vegetable oil on your arm?
No, I'm using anti-aging, just nutritive.
So it's basically vegetable
It
oil.
could be. It smells like
Vegetable oil.
Flavored,
No.
scented. I
Coconut
think they got
flavored vegetable
It's-
oil.
they got
Smells-
Kim Binions. Kim Bunyan.
It's Hayden. That's her maiden name.
I like calling her by her maiden name, Kim. Kim Binion sent them some oils, and they added that.
Yeah,
didn't say
I
that
wish it was
shit.
that
They were
nice.
essential
It's not,
oils.
But I mean, because like hazelnut oils, walnut oil, kernel oil,
Patchouli oil.
avocado, bran oil,
See, so they weren't harming nobody. any damn
geranium,
way.
grapefruit, lavender, vitamin E.
All right, sounds
So
lovely.
I mean, it's all kind of really
Sounds
awesome
like-
stuff.
Sounds like sangria.
But it kind of smells prunish. That's what reminded you said prunes, and I was like, oh yeah, that smells like kind of like that.
So this bitch walking around smelling like a damn prune.
It doesn't smell like it once I put it on, but once I spray it out of the bottle, it kind of smells
Did
like
you
that.
pay a lot for this stuff?
$20. $29.95.
Ah.
Are you gonna buy it again?
She
Is this
might.
really a favorite thing?
She looks
I
supple.
like it.
She looks so.
But I don't put it on. I just put it on like my legs after I shave, and then I always put it on my arms and my chest.
Boobies, supple
Because I
boobies.
can get my
Your
chest is still décolletage.
Décolletage. It does look younger.
Actually, if you feel it, you can. It does still kind of feel.
I was thinking your décolletage was
supple.
looking like 2 years younger.
2 years younger.
It looks
well,
7
it hasn't
years.
been. It hasn't been a long time.
So-
I'll take the 2 years.
I would too.
I'll take it.
It looks younger.
Because in
Favorite
another
thing.
6 months, it'll look 7 years.
My age.
Right. But it is kind of a nice after shower kind of thing
Do
to
you drink
spray
it?
on. Ew.
What?
God.
Maybe anti-aging. You should drink it,
Maybe that's what I should have done to begin with.
right? Did
All
you
right,
read
tonight.
the instructions?
No.
It's cruelty free, so you could put it in your
And
mouth.
vegan.
Good.
Ben can have it.
Yeah. But I don't know. Anyway, I really like it. I don't
likes
know
it.
if anybody else
Mike
does.
likes it.
It looks like they got hair products.
As they should, yeah.
I don't know. They got a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I bet.
And I bet
They loved you.
I
That you
simply
can.
remember my favorite things.
Why don't we have that as an
That should be our
And then I don't
intro. She still feels bad.
feel bad. Thank you. That should be
That should be our intro song. Kim.
Whip
You
it
know
out.
that shit?
Kim, sing
Got
it.
Except for we got to pay for it.
Right, so we should just sing it.
I mean, we don't actually have to pay for anything yet. Nobody's listening to us yet. Except for the 10,000 people that listen to us.
right.
Right.
But none of them are with the FCC.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Again?
You just went.
Damn,
There's
Cletus.
a lot of watermelon in this. You made 2 watermelon things. That's a lot of fiber.
You're
You
right.
have to
Don't go
poop?
pooping.
You
Don't
got to
go
poop or you got to
pooping.
What
pee
if I have to poop?
Don't poop.
I'm a fast pooper.
Don't poop a turd, because I don't want to smell it.
You should have answered that question on Google.
Oh, I could answer
what
a question.
food makes you poop the fastest?
Oh. Okay, so this is very strange.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I feel like
You have to-
once I have something, it pushes it out and makes room for the next thing. Like right after I have a meal, I poop right away. Every time I eat, it
I
just,
don't
like,
have that. I wish I did.
my system's very cleansing
that's
in that
good.
way. Well, it is, except Trisha won't let me poop in her bathroom.
This is, yeah.
So now I'm
There's
holding on.
there's a rule in the studio.
I got a turtle.
It's like Fight Club.
Did you just say that?
She did. She's nasty, bitch.
Oh, it's
Gross.
her. That's the name of the trail by my house, the Turtlehead Trail.
I thought you were gonna say nasty bitch.
No.
Nasty bitch trail.
I'll
Wow.
hold on to it, but I don't want to poop my
I don't want
pants.
you farting. So if you have to go let loose and lose a turtle.
I gotta cut loose.
Oh, wow.
Damn, she bringing it.
Foot loose.
Kevin Bacon 360.
Sing it.
No.
Oh, shit.
That was nice.
Lori
of you.
Singer.
Who's that?
His girlfriend in the movie.
Oh, I was going to say, I know Lisa does not know that answer.
No, I'm too young.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Do you guys want to know something
But
real?
you know all the songs.
Do you want to know? Wait, you tell yours, then I'll tell you want to know.
Okay, so I've never actually watched that whole movie.
Fuck you.
What?
Even the new one?
I didn't know there
I've
was
never
a new
seen
one.
the new one,
Okay,
but
that's what I was gonna say.
You
That's
wouldn't
my
watch it
favorite
because it's
version.
Julianne Hough.
Ugh, gag.
Yeah, so you wouldn't watch
No.
it.
No, I've never actually watched the whole Footloose ever.
Cut
I don't even know if I
loose.
actually ever watched it. I just feel like I've seen clips through the years, but I've never actually watched
Because
Footloose.
the music was
The
kind of
new
popular.
one is much easier to watch.
I don't know. I just
Why
never.
is it? Why
Kevin
is the
Bacon
old one
never
hard
did
to
anything
watch?
for me.
Truth. The old one isn't hard to watch.
Yeah, never had interest in it. I love 80s movies.
I
or
just
70s.
like the guy,
The big guy.
the big guy.
Yeah, me too.
I
can't remember
think
his
of
name.
his name. But I also like the Kevin Bacon guy. He's a
Me.
great dancer.
Kevin Bacon is not a great dancer.
No,
Well,
the
he
guy
has-
that plays him in the new movie.
In the new movie.
Oh.
And Blake Shelton, your boy.
Wait a gosh darn second.
Sings a version of Footloose in that movie.
Well, I'll listen to that, but I don't want to watch Julianne.
I have it.
Okay.
I have the soundtrack.
I don't need to listen to all. Make
No,
her go to the
you
bathroom.
asked.
Make her go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom.
First, I gotta turn on Blake.
I love me some Blake. I really am not excited, by the by, about Gwen coming back to The Voice.
No?
No. Did we talk about this before?
No, but you guys can.
I mean,
talk.
we have talked a little bit, but I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast. I don't remember.
No, I'm not excited about that. I don't need all that.
I'm gonna go poop real fast.
I don't need Adam either. I'm fine, but I don't need Gwen.
Who's filling in for Adam? Gwen.
Yeah.
Gwen.
And that's gonna be what's his face and Gwen and.
It's Kelly, John, Gwen.
Kelly, John, Gwen, and Blake.
Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, I've heard this. My card.
Oh, tell me
What a night.
Got this feeling. Huh. Well,
Now I gotta cut loose.
oh, she is nuts, this one. So yeah, so that's your secret sauce? That was your secret?
What was my secret?
That you've never watched the movie all the
Oh, yeah. I forgot already. Yeah, no. I know what it's about,
Yeah?
but I've never actually seen it all.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
So,
shame on me.
shame on you, shame on this, and I can't listen to Blake.
I've had enough of that.
Okay, thank you.
Good.
Ugh.
For show. All right, so that was my shameful moment of
That's
the day.
really not that shameful.
Oh, good.
There's worse things to be shamed about.
I've also probably never seen 16 Candles. Never.
Yeah, right?
I never seen 16 Candles.
Oh my god.
You haven't either.
I have.
Oh.
I'm upset that you haven't.
I
You
cannot
just
believe
said
that.
you loved 80s movies. That's like the
That's like-
pinnacle.
Yes.
I know. I never.
Every
seen it all.
time
What
it comes
80s
on, I
movies do
stop
you
what I'm
actually
doing.
Every
like?
other one.
Do you
I
like Can't Buy Me Love?
I love Can't
You
Buy Me
haven't
Love.
seen Can't Buy Me Love?
Can't Buy Me Love's the best.
Do not talk to me about Can't Freaking Buy Me
But
Love.
you haven't seen 16 Candles.
No.
Oh my god.
Pretty
I've seen him
Pink?
when.
Pretty in Pink?
I hate Molly Ringwald.
That's the
thing.
problem.
I don't like Molly Ringwald.
See, I
except
loved
for
her.
in the school one,
Except for in Riverdale.
No,
No,
the,
in,
She's the mom in Riverdale.
Breakfast Club. Anything
see,
else?
those 16 Candles and Breakfast Club were the two that I really liked her in. I didn't like her in what's the one we just said? Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink. Yeah, I don't like.
I didn't like that movie. I don't like Andrew McCarthy either, and he's the
Andrew
love
McCarthy
interest.
was just in a show I binged on Netflix that no one's ever gonna know. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, no Molly Ringwald except for Breakfast Club. So yeah, I've never seen that other one either. Whatever we just said.
But
Can't
I'm
Buy Me
actually
Love?
kind of feeling a little nauseous that you said
Like really,
Love Can't Buy Me Love.
that is the best movie. It was the Clueless before Clueless.
Yeah, it was.
It was cute.
the best.
Oh my gosh, with the white leather outfit. Oh, and then when he puts the cowboy hat off and they ride into the sunset.
On the
lawnmower.
Lawnmower.
Oh, and what about when the brother makes him think that the African dancing?
Oh, that was the best.
Or what
I gotta
about
watch that.
What about when he farts in the back of the car?
Oh my god.
The blonde guy. Yeah, best movie ever.
Okay,
Anyway,
you've redeemed yourself, but
that
only
could be a
for little
whole-
bit.
Only a little bit.
No, it's
No, because
Molly. It's
16
Molly.
Candles will just it will forever taint you for.
Yeah.
All right, so I need to know which one of you made me read this ridiculous article.
No. I sent it. I read it and I sent it and I said this might be a good idea for a future
And
podcast.
then you said, great idea. And
It
then
is.
I asked you this morning.
And then she said, we're doing it this week.
She said, you need to do your homework. And I said, okay, I will. And then I asked Kim this morning, how long is it going to take me? She said,
6 days.
probably 30 minutes. And I was like, what? I don't read.
Oh, I know.
And that's why I started
So when she
falling
told you to
asleep.
read it, I was
Last
laughing.
night.
I was laughing. I'm
I
like,
didn't
this
read it
bitch
last
ain't
night.
reading this.
I read it at 2:30 before I got in the shower at 3.
So she wanted to be fresh. So Kim, why don't you tell us, give us the synopsis, since you're the only one that actually read the whole
I
article.
read it. I read it.
She read it. You didn't?
She didn't. She didn't.
No, she
I
did.
totally did. You guys.
I could
I've
not
been
read
yelled
all of
at
that
enough.
myself. I did not read all of that.
I actually, when it
didn't.
ended,
I
I was
read-
like, "Oh, that wasn't as bad." There were a couple bullets that I skimmed through, like
There was some good
the
stuff.
financial.
There's a lot of good stuff. Okay, so again, I swear this is a whole nother podcast, but I swear to frickin' God that all my social media is listening to me.
Frickin' God.
Frickin' God.
Say the word.
No, with God. Just say frickin'.
Okay.
Anyway, because I've been recently saying, it's just, sometimes life is just really hard and you kind of, anxiety and work and kids and all the pressures and just sometimes you just feel like you're falling apart. And then this article popped up in my feed and it's from Oprah.com and it's called The New Midlife Crisis, Why and How It's Hitting Gen X Women. And
wait, a quick timeout.
Yeah.
We are Gen X?
yes. So
Okay.
people born between 1970 and 1985.
Oh, you guys are Gen X?
So are you.
I thought I was a millennial.
Not even.
86.
Keep thinking.
I thought 86 was a millennial. But okay.
You
All
are
right.
so confused.
Moving on.
And so it was just, it started out the first sentence. Sometimes I think I'm falling apart. Then I talk to my friends.
Yeah.
And then, one spent a whole winter getting a babysitter for her toddler daughter in the middle of the day and then used the time to go to the movies and cry.
Yeah.
That's like the first two sentences you read.
And first of all, this is a 30 to 45 minute read. It is not a short article, which is totally fine. But within the first couple paragraphs, is this a woman? I'm guessing this is a woman author.
Ada Calhoun.
She makes it very clear that we are not alone.
Absolutely.
That this is like
We're all feeling it.
that she asked for someone to interview, and the woman who she asked was like, bitch, everybody's going through this. Like,
right.
this isn't, you're not going to find one person. Everybody's going through that. So that kind of made it was like, okay.
Did you say the title of the article? I feel like I didn't.
Yeah,
know
The
that.
New
You did.
Midlife Crisis,
Okay.
Why and How It's Hitting Gen X Women.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And what I like about it is it kind of stated that we're all there are things that are just making us feel so overpressured and falling apart, and there's just so much going on in our lives right now, and that we just are breaking down.
I like how they correlated it to the fact that divorce was on such a rise back in the 80s and
Like our
latchkey kids.
Our parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really kind of made a lot of sense to me that was when I think a lot of family structure broke down those years, and they were talking about drugs
Right.
and divorce and crime rate had soared and the economy
Right.
and the structure of family literally started to change.
Yeah, like we lived in those years through so much shit. But then the other half of that was we were told we can do anything and we can have everything. We can have a family and we can have a career. And that set us up for getting to this part of our lives and being like, shit, it's really hard to have it all.
Right.
And not knowing how to feel because you're like, I have a career, but I have a family, but I don't feel balanced.
And feeling the pressure to make it all work, because
Right.
we are not going to be, because I think it said also that divorce is at an all-time low
Yeah.
right now.
That's because people aren't getting
Because-
married.
Well, not just that. It's because people are living and trying to make it work, even though they probably should get divorced.
No, yes.
I mean, there may have been
I may not have said it here,
Oh,
but
okay.
statistically, I know that also has a reason for why divorce is low right now, is because people are not getting married. So, of course, that
Yeah.
changes the statistics a bit.
So they're saying that for men, a midlife crisis is, okay, well, they hit the midlife crisis, so they go out and find a younger girl and buy a
They
new
go out of a
car,
car.
or they do this and do that. But for women, it's just like a loss of happiness. And they're just
Isn't
kind of
that
going
interesting?
through life.
For men, it's like it's like wild and fun.
Yeah,
And for women, it's like sad and depressing.
right.
But that's how they always label
And-
us. That's how they
and
always want us to
it's-
be.
And the thing that kind of got me is that women says it bottoms that their happiness bottoms out around
At
age
40.
40, where men it's around 50. So no wonder the men aren't understanding, because they haven't hit that midlife
Yeah.
crisis yet. And so now these women are hitting it first, and they just kind of have to suffer through this unhappiness.
And then again, when the man hits it at 50.
Right. When you're starting to come out of it, he's heading into it. But I think even men, when you said that men don't understand it because a woman's doing it at 40 and he, her mate is also 40 and he doesn't get it, he's never going to get it, because he never, no matter what, he never had the pressure of thinking you can do it all. You can have a family and have kids and be a CEO, be a doctor. He never had to feel that pressure, because it was just always a given. You can do whatever you want. And
the given was you just need to be a CEO and a doctor.
Not
the
just
woman will take
yes,
care
that's
of the
what
family.
I mean. Yes, you can do whatever you want because you get married and the wife will take care of the kids. Whereas we had all this extra pressure of you have to take care of the kids, but
Yep.
And yes, there are some men who do all that as well.
Sure.
But yes, in general, that's always been the belief. That's
I
just the way it
wonder.
is.
This is totally random thought that I just had, but because now in this age we have so many same-sex relationships, how much that's going to change that dynamic, that the man who is more so the mother in the relationship that's staying with the kids and also still working, how is that going to change this juxtaposition in this conversation?
It will.
It will a lot
yeah.
because gender is so fluid now that it doesn't really the happiness the work doesn't have to come from a man, where the woman feels like she has to balance it all. It can be a man and a man that make it work. They both, I don't know what I'm saying, but
I don't either.
It's it's just fluid that the gender norms are going to probably start to go away.
So this
Well, that's what I mean.
dynamic,
Yeah, the
between
dynamic
is just gonna.
We're going to change it, because now there will actually be men who are trying to have a career but also have those two kids at home.
Right.
And then the breadwinner husband,
Right.
if there is, whoever the breadwinner is always going to be the one that's living life a little bit easier, in the sense that he's not also working and taking care of the kids.
Right.
So the conversation
what about
will change.
two women?
It'll still be the same, that a woman who, you would imagine one of the two has to be the breadwinner, and they're the ones who are away from home more. So
especially if there's kids in the
if there's kids, and now that there's so many adoptions between same-sex marriages, the conversation again is going to change for us. That's what I'm getting at, is because someone has to be the breadwinner and can't be home all the time. So that person who is still working and struggling and trying to get home and get the kids out, get their lunch and doing all that, the conversation is going to change, because now men will be able to enter that dynamic.
Yeah.
So what do you think midlife crisis looks like for women? We talk about sadness and depression, but what do you think it looks like in terms of coming out of that? Because if for men it is sadness and depression, coming out of that means having an affair with a younger woman or getting a fancy car.
Right. It's something to try to make them feel better and getting something new and
Do you
bright and
think
shiny.
this podcast is our midlife crisis?
Yeah.
Should we retitle it?
Midlife crisis.
No, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's a midlife crisis, but I think it is in response to some of the symptoms and feelings that we have been feeling.
So I think we have discovered the way to overcome. Now, I'm not saying any of us are going through a midlife crisis, and maybe we are and we just didn't realize it. But I think women lose themselves and don't have an outlet. And our first outlet was exercise, and we found each other. But then we created this, and I don't think women do that. I don't think women have any sort of outlet until they're forced to, because their husband does something, or because they crash and burn and then they look for it.
Well, because they get a nanny and go to the movies and cry.
Right.
Instead of finding somebody to talk to. Yeah, because the husband just doesn't get it, so she's tried.
Well, I think it's also kind of has to do with work too, because where men feel that it's okay to jump around and say, oh, well, I can move up to this job, or I can try this, and I can do this, and I can do that without any ramifications. Whereas the women, and I know this personally, is that you, and it said it in the article, is that we pretty much feel lucky to have a job. And it's something that has a steady income coming in. And it may not be my dream job, but it gives me insurance. I can support my kids. I know I got a paycheck coming in, and I keep showing up. And even if it is, as the article said, a job that's slowly corroding your soul, you still show up. You still do it because you know you need that insurance. Yeah. You know you need whatever. And you don't feel like you have that freedom to try something new and to leave. And so I think for me, when I read that's why I thought this podcast was my response to...
Because for the last few years, you've wanted a new career.
Passion.
Yeah, well, she's wanted to do something else for a job, but she hasn't... When do I step? When can I jump out there when I still have the rest of my life that I have to deal with in my family, because I can't yet?
She isn't necessarily fulfilled her passion, but payment, benefits, flexibility, she has, and it's hard to give that up.
Sure.
And that's why we are lucky, I keep saying it, to have this podcast, because we are able to get together twice a month and do this.
Right. And it makes my job
more tolerable.
And it's not that I don't like my job, I wouldn't have been there this long, but it's at a point now where I just need an outlet, and I need some joy.
But I think people need to hear this, because people do leave successful careers looking for a passion, and they don't necessarily need to leave that successful career. They might need to go to that 9-to-5 career and find their passion elsewhere, but maintain the financial stability and know that their excitement in their lives might not come from that 9-to-5. It might come from anywhere else, but having that stability and benefits, I don't know, that's like the...
Right.
That's just like the safety part of me is
that's totally...
Well, and I mean...
I can... Yeah,
well, it doesn't hurt. I mean, the part of the things that they made a point about is that we also, where we're coming out into the, we hit like all these recessions, and we have been hit so hard financially, where our parents were very steady. They had this, they had that. And now as, Gen Xers, we probably hold more debt than...
Definitely hold
anybody,
The millennials probably beat us.
and well, maybe, but they also don't feel bad about jumping from job to job to try to do something better. And, it's as they said, is it any wonder that women our age possess a bone deep, almost hallucinatory panic about money?
Yeah, but I think that also, for me, I know my mother's probably listening, comes from growing up. There was always discussion about money. There were always arguments about money. Yeah. And that's, for me, where it comes from. I lived through this recession. I remember my husband's in sales thinking,
how are we going to make
sales are bad, we can sell the house and we can live in my parents' basement. I was like, we could take some money, we can refinish my parents' basement, and it'll be fine. We have a place to live.
Were you with kids by then?
Yeah. Two small kids.
This was the 2007, 2008?
One small kid,
2008.
She was born in 2008, and the housing market went...
Sure did.
Yep. And we're still upside down in a house that we bought in 2005. So, yeah, we lived through that. But that's always in the back of my head. It's just financial security in some way. And we have debt.
Everybody has debt.
Yeah, but
Well, now it just seems like the norm.
It is, but it doesn't mean that you're not strangled by it. You know that everybody has debt, but it's still a noose around everybody's neck.
Right,
no
and I
matter-
think that time in 2008, 2009, around there, and just recently, when everybody started losing their houses and, all the housing stuff, all the bad mortgages and everything. I mean, it was so hard to watch your neighbor, your friend, your whatever go through that.
I think what's interesting about this article that it was so much about financial stuff.
Yeah, well, that's one of the biggest stressors.
It is, and that's true. It's just when you think men's midlife crisis, you don't think money at all. You think sex and you think fast cars.
But that's because media has put that in our head, that's what a man does. I still think, I don't think that men completely forget about the fact, wow, what about my career, and I'm not making enough money, and I've got to have money for retirement, and I've got to get these kids through school. I think men still think that, but the media has made us see when a man has a midlife crisis, he buys a red convertible. He gets a toupee. He has a side piece.
He
leaves his
doesn't
wife.
think anything about making a change or doing something to kind of make himself feel better.
No, he does. That's what he does. He does.
That's what I
all those
mean. He
things.
doesn't think anything about it. I mean, it's natural.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, like
that's
he
just what
just
thinks.
does it.
Yeah, it's instinctual almost.
Right.
It seems.
And I don't want to say with no regard to anything else, but he comes first in making those changes. Where in general, again, we're speaking generalities, but where a woman would be like,
What
okay,
about?
well, all right, I won't go buy myself the X because I have to do this for this, or
Yeah.
I can't make myself feel better, by getting a new haircut because I have to go get Susan a prom dress.
But
you know,
this also spoke to me in that it said at some point women are thinking about career and then home and then this and this and this and this and this and this. Like she listed off 3 different things, and men are typically just focused on career.
yeah.
And that
Because that is, for a man, most men, that is the piece of them. That is their everything. That is their ego.
Right.
That is their drive. I do this, and they can stand up tall and put their chest out. I'm the man of the house because that's been their life.
right.
That's all they know. Whereas we as women, we have so many other balls we have to juggle.
All of the balls.
All of the soggy balls.
I'm trying to find what I took a picture of it.
I like the menopause portion.
That's what I was just gonna say.
The perimenopause.
Perimenopause.
Where it
It was-
says it lasts between 7 and 13 years.
I'm in it at 29.
and where nobody talked about this when
Not Perry. Perry
Oh my
was
God,
not
that
mentioned.
part when
No.
they said that that's going to be his drag
Oh,
queen
yes.
name. Perry
Perimenopause.
menopause.
Yeah, no, I mean, they just talked about menopause.
Right.
I wholeheartedly, although I've had blood work done and they said that my hormones were just fine, I don't see how I'm not perimenopausal because I'm always fucking hot.
Right.
Always hot. I'm
Have
surprised
you
I'm not
always
hot
your
yet.
whole life been hot though?
No!
Oh, okay. Well then.
But
maybe-
there was a time when you would come into the gym and say, "Oh my God," I was like, I had to wake up and change my clothes. I was sweating so bad.
Yeah, and it's been years. It's been years. So I've been random. I just realized this week I've been divorced 2 years. No, 3 years.
Happy congratulations.
It just hit me. It's this week. Or next
happy
week.
divorce anniversary.
No, this week. Happy divorce anniversary. So 3 years, and I was already waking up in hot flashes. Well into 3 years before that. So yeah, a full 6 years I've been hot.
Well, you're Perry,
Doctor said I'm not.
but it gave
Give
me
me the fan
it-
next to your
It
bed.
gave me.
Ma'am, the fan is never off and it's 68 degrees.
True.
She meant like a box fan next to your bed.
You
Blowing.
mean like I
She's
need to
got
go to
one.
sleep with a fan
She
right
has
now?
one above her though, so it should.
Well, I mean, it also kind of gave me the impression that it is still it's not an exact science of
that
when
makes sense.
people start to go through it, and it's just based on some of the symptoms.
And that it amplifies all the other sadness. And, oh, by the way, see, I did read this article. Women are not taking the hormone replacement. So
how do you feel about that?
I feel good about that. If the hormone replacement is causing more issues, then don't take it.
And hormone replacement, I mean, you have to expect that there's going to be some side effects from it, and you just have to decide whether that outweighs the side effects of the menopause.
And that has to deal with your family history and your genetics
and
blah, blah, blah.
I agree that it is probably safe for the majority of people now. But I just think you just have to do what's right for you.
Yeah. Talk to your
Right.
doctor. We neither support nor not support it.
And talk to
Speak to your
other
doctor.
people. Doctors aren't the end all.
Right.
Talk to a nutritionist. Go do acupuncture. Try some other, homeopathic, I guess, methods, avenues. We can't just always pump ourselves with more fucking meds.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I do acupuncture, and we've all talked about it. I've talked about it on here, and it does help my hot flashes. So, am I perimenopausal? I don't freaking know.
Menopause.
Harry.
She did say that, right?
She did.
I don't think I did.
You did.
I think
Well, Harry is. What is going on?
Sorry, it was my.
Do you know what face you would have given me if I did that?
you would have said, I hate you.
I fucking hate you.
No, it wasn't.
No.
You know how I texted you guys? Was it yesterday?
No.
With my
Text us all day.
Well, that's true. AT&T is now doing the spam alert whenever I get a phone call, and it'll say telemarketer
Okay,
spam.
well, turn your sound off. We're recording.
Oh, well, that's what it was. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, she would have had my ass in a hammock.
I can see the face on her.
Oh, she'd
that
have been
she would have
mad.
thrown you.
She would have been so pissed off. She would have pooped her pants over there right now.
That's why I just
Probably
went to
would
that.
have.
She would have popped a cornea.
The other thing that I think this article said is that the grass is not always greener. Like, you think your friends who are single without kids aren't having the issues that people with kids are having. Like,
No, I'm not
it's-
having those issues.
Oh,
It is greener. It's totally greener.
But not because you just have different things that
Yes,
you're
that's
stressed
what
and
I
worried
mean.
about.
But
Yeah.
I'm not, I'll say it is a blessing to not have to stress about another human being. So the stresses that you guys have, I have to give it to you. Yeah, yours is different. I don't really stress. I'm lonely. If there were anything that I would say that I was as a 29-year-old divorcee, I'm lonely now. Like, it's like, okay, it's been 3 years. Like, now I'm ready to meet that somebody.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, I don't. Like, you posted something the other day about worrying.
that's me.
I don't worry.
That's me.
That's us.
Yeah, I don't really worry, and I'm sure I have moments, but it's not often. So I'm blessed in that
You
sense,
are.
and I'm thankful, Lord, that you keep me somewhat sane.
Yeah.
But no, you guys have stresses that I don't have, just because you have two human beings that count on you and need you, and you have to be there for them. I have elephants.
I'm glad I wasn't drinking at that
Oh,
minute.
God.
They're self-sustaining.
They're
They do their own thing.
plaster.
But sometimes I feel like they're the least of my worries.
The kids.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I think I would be a worry wart and a stressor if I had
No,
kids.
I'm completely worried. I completely stress about them. But some days it's
Everything else.
everything else. And then I come home and I'm like, the kids are the thing that ground me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, so I guess it just depends on what it is that's going on in life. But sometimes I feel like they're the grounding reminder of why
You got to
You
take
gotta
care
do
of
all
yourself.
the other stuff.
you got to take care of yourself, and you got to, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like stress.
But it's, so when I came across this article, I was like,
Yeah.
it was kind of like a big, yeah.
I'm not alone.
And even though I know, I mean, because I talk to you guys, I talk to other friends, and we all talk, we know that everybody goes through these things, but to read this very
It's a thesis.
thesis, yes.
Somebody's graduate
But
paper.
she brought in everything into this article.
Yeah.
And it was just eye-opening.
Therapeutic.
Therapeutic. And it just was like, yep, okay, I get it. I'm not crazy. Well, okay.
Didn't say that.
In this regard.
Didn't say you weren't crazy.
I think
But
we're
it
all
explains
crazy.
a lot of things.
Yes.
I don't think I'm that crazy though.
I think I'm going to send it to my husband to read.
You talked for
If you-
45 minutes last week about your shit nuggets. You are crazy.
You're
Was it
Crazy.
45 minutes or 3 minutes?
45.
Well, it was a very enlightening topic.
See, your voice is going.
If you send that to Phil and you actually think Phil's going to read
No,
it.
men can't.
This is too long for him to read.
Yes. You would literally have to give him 10 bullet points, put it on a poster, on the refrigerator, on the toilet, and in the shower. And then he would get all 3 of them read. All 10, all over the house. He'd read it.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think
I don't think so either. But I think it would, even in the first, like, couple paragraphs, he might be like, okay, she's not nuts. Even though I don't think he thinks that.
I think men do need to know that we are not crazy, that all women are crazy. I think once they know that, they're like, oh, okay, this is normal. But I think that's why guys need another female voice in their life that's not
totally agree.
Their wife.
Yeah, I agree with that. That doesn't give them coitus. Sheldon.
Thank you for being a friend.
Sheldon.
Anyway, this is an article, again, it's from Oprah.com.
We'll post it.
I love some Oprah.com. And
you know I know her, right?
Yeah, she's a good friend.
She's black?
She's black.
Extra.
You know her.
Extra black.
Again, it's called The New Midlife
She's
Crisis,
Evie.
Why and How It's Hitting Gen X Women by Ada Calhoun. And it was...
Gen X women and Trisha.
And
Millennials, too, yeah. Put us in.
No millennials.
No millennials.
That's because I'm on the cusp that you guys don't ever want to give me the millennial title. Because I'm right there between... I was born on New Year's Eve, basically, of 85.
Talk your way out of it. Talk your way out of it.
That's all. I was born at 1150.
Nice.
So you guys want me to be Gen X. But technically, I mean, I'm
Gen
a
X.
millennial.
You be
Gen
Janae.
Janae.
Thank you for being a friend, Mitch.
Thank you
All
for
right.
being a friend.
Da-da-da-dum.
Travel down the road. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Ba-da-dum-dum.
And if you threw a party, invited everyone.
Yeah.
You would know. People, by the by, Target went out of business today.
They didn't go out of business. Oh, damn it. Right phone came up.
Right
They
when
didn't
Kim
go out
was
of business.
I know.
No, they didn't. But you were about to buy
right
a
when Kim
Golden
was about to
Girls
buy us a
tank
Golden
top
Girls
I know.
t-shirt.
for men.
Damn it.
Which
And-
was very.
It had to be for queens. What man is wearing a Golden Girls tank
You
top?
would see the Golden Girls tank would be for me.
It will be. I'm going back.
Happy birthday!
Thank you for being a friend.
Bye. Hasta mañana.
What?